Hey there, Amanda Ritchie here, accountability coach for solopreneurs, and I am here for my weekly accountability check-in. So every week I like to come here on Thursdays and do a live to check in, keep you accountable with your goals, keep me accountable with my goals, because I've found for solopreneurs what's really lacking out there is the ability to stay accountable. So that is what this is for. And then I also want to share some tidbits that can help you with sticking with your goals and working towards your business goals. So this week, accountability, what I want to talk about is the small steps. So last week, everybody was really excited and interested in looking at taking small steps, finding a few small steps you can do to build consistency every single day. I got a lot of feedback about that, and so I made a PDF that you can download. It's free. It's just a couple pages, and it'll help you kind of break down one of your goals into small steps, smaller than you think, and find that one step that you can do every day to build consistency. And I shared that for me, mine has been 15 minutes a day on my business, 15 minutes a day for exercise, and then also for straightening up my house. And I had originally shared that I had been working on 30 minutes, and it turned out 30 minutes was still too much for me, because when things got really tough, I wasn't able to keep that consistency. And that even though that seems crazy, you might think 15 minutes, how could I get anything done only spending 15 minutes? That really has made a huge difference for me, because on some days, 15 minutes is all I can do. On other days, I'm able to do a lot of other things. But when I'm feeling overwhelmed, I can say 15 minutes. That's it. Just have to do 15 minutes. And today was one of those days. Feeling overwhelmed, feeling sick, tired. I have so much going on, and I just wanted to lay down and give up. But I said, no, I at least have to do 15 minutes, and then I can lay down. And so the whole time I was cleaning up my house, because man, did my house look like a mess this morning, I was just saying in my head, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes. That's all I have to do. Did I get it all clean? No. But I spent 15 minutes, and I felt a whole lot better afterwards. And then I sat down and did 15 minutes on business stuff that I had to do. And truth is, I did more than 15 minutes because I was starting to get into something. But I still I'm feeling sick, I'm feeling overwhelmed, and I could tell I was pushing it. And all of a sudden, my computer stopped working. And I was getting really frustrated and trying to get it to work and trying to reload the thing. And then I was like, wait a minute, it's okay. I did my 15 minutes. I need to take a break. Maybe my computer is telling me that it's time to just step away. So I let my computer shut down, figure its stuff out, and take a break. So that's the 15 minutes. And the idea of these 15 minutes is that, or any single step that you picked, it's not about productivity. It's about building consistency, right? And what real productivity, what real success is consistency. It's about being able to do something every single day, no matter what, to keep it going. Some days you're going to do a lot more, and some days you're going to do a lot less, but at least you're keeping that consistency. Because when we're really up and we're really down, we don't create consistency. That creates burnout and overwhelm. And it's not, in the end, it's not really that productive. We may have productive days, but then we have ultra unproductive days, right? But if we can just keep that consistency, and then we can slowly build that consistency over time, you're going to be a lot further along in the end, and you're going to feel a lot better about it. And so I really encourage you to download that free PDF, because it'll really help you to just get started. And I want to tell you that in 2 weeks, I am offering a boot camp. It's 3 days, 1 hour a day on Zoom. And we're going to be really breaking this down, setting your last quarter of the year, your last 90 days of the year up for success with the goals that you want to hit, the things that you want to work on, and breaking those down into really small pieces so that we can find those 15 minutes that you need to be working on, or that one thing that you need to be working on, what it is, so you can build that consistency with yourself. And I'm going to be talking a lot about habits and how habits are formed and why that's important in the bootcamp, and how to really effectively set these goals so that they can actually last. So I really encourage you to come check out the bootcamp. It's going to be a really great way to set yourself up for the end of the year and for next year. And so today I wanted to talk a little bit about habits, just so that you can understand a little bit why this is so significant, and why finding one little tiny step that seems so insignificant can actually make a huge difference. So I've talked about it before, but your brain has one goal, and that goal is to keep you alive. It doesn't care what your goals are, your business goals, your fitness goals, your happiness. No, it just wants to keep you alive. One of the main ways that your brain is keeping you alive is by conserving energy. So you have two parts of your brain, the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. So the conscious mind is where all the analytical reasoning, willpower, all of that happens. And then the subconscious mind is where all the kind of stuff that you do without thinking happens. And the subconscious mind is really what your brain is trying to use more often because it uses less energy. The prefrontal cortex, your conscious mind, uses a ton of energy. And when you're trying to learn something new or do something for the first time, you have to use that conscious mind. And that is consuming so much energy. And so your brain, wanting to conserve energy, is always looking for ways to automate, ways to take that new thing and make it a habit. And so when we're looking at developing consistency, right, we're also looking at how we can create these habits that can, become automated, right? Become who we are. The other thing you want to understand is willpower. And willpower is finite. It is controlled by that conscious mind, the prefrontal cortex, which only has a limited amount of energy and ability to focus. And if you need to use willpower throughout the day, the more times you need to use it, the quicker it's going to get depleted. And so creating habits and creating things that you can do subconsciously frees up space to have more willpower to do those things that kind of require more thought and more thinking. And so that's why coming up with these really small steps that are part of the goals that you're working towards, that you can create into a habit, into who you are, into your identity, can free up space so that you can focus on other things. So when we're talking about finding the consistency, that's what we're talking about. So I just wanted to share a little bit about that today and explain to you why that is so important. And again, encourage you to get more information on the boot camp in 2 weeks. It's 3 days, 1 hour a day on Zoom. There will be recordings available if you can't make it. But we're going to break down the third quarter into all the steps that you need to take to get you where you want to be come January 2026. And then we'll break it down to even smaller pieces of what are some small steps you can take right now to build consistency and then to build on those. So if you download that free PDF, that's going to help you find that first step. And then coming to the boot camp is going to help you to find the next few steps that you're going to work on and to really learn about habits and how to form lasting habits to free up that brain space and give you more focus and more willpower to be able to really crush those goals. So thanks for joining me today. Can't wait to talk to you soon.